Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat. Well, the market is very much in silly season now. We're right into the transfer window because we've got a mental rumour to discuss today. Mohamed Salah to Chelsea. Now, as a blanket statement, that sounds absolutely mental. Why would he leave Liverpool right now? But Mo Salah, with 1 year left on his contract, has got to be questioning where he's going to go. Liverpool refusing to up their wage, to ruin their wage bill to give him a big contract, which is interesting because he's going to want around 500 grand a week, which is what top players are making in Europe. And yet Liverpool's highest earners on 225 grand, I believe, Virgil van Dijk. So that is a long way to go to create, because they have to restructure their entire wage bill, and then FSG makes less profit, which I don't think they'll be buzzing about. No. So Salah, with a year left in his contract, has said he wants to stay in the Premier League, which is interesting because obviously if he's Liverpool losing, he wants to stay in the Premier League. That means he's joining someone else. The clubs most linked are Chelsea and Manchester United. But I find it very hard to believe he'd join Man United, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Liverpool, big rival of United, and I just don't see, with a Ten Hag system, a Ten Hag style of play and formation, I don't really, and I just don't think it'd suit him. And the players at United, I don't think it's a Ten Hag signing either. I don't think it'd go get Mohamed Salah. And then, as the history with Chelsea is there, been there before. Second spell at the Bridge. Hopefully, if Che did, it hopefully be better than Lukaku. But I do think any Prem side would take.
I think it's a very different signing to Lukaku. There's no risk involved. It's a free.
Everyone will be in for
free. He said he wants to stay in the Premier League. I don't see Man City United being able to get him because I think he wants to maintain the fan base's love, the Liverpool fan base's love. But equally, if he wants to stay in the Premier League, then he is going to have to betray them somewhat. But I think Chelsea makes a lot of sense. They need someone who's going to get them goals. I think Tuchel wants to switch to a 4-3-3, so then Mount would be into the midfield, meaning that would free up a spot on the right wing. I think Mo Salah to Chelsea makes a lot of sense for everyone, apart from Liverpool, who are in a difficult situation now because they're losing Mane because they won't give him enough money, so he's going to go for 25 mil. And if they lose Salah as well, I think players like Van Dijk will start to question, maybe I should get going.
Yeah.
Because he could be on a lot more money at the likes of Real Madrid.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was going to say.
Just see.
If obviously Salah said he wants to stay there, but do you think he'd be forced, or do you think he'd be persuaded if a team like Real or PSG or Juventus came in with enough money?
It'd be interesting. I don't see Salah to PSG makes no sense for me,
especially with Messi there.
Yeah. That makes no sense. Salah to Juve makes no sense because of Chiesa, and Juve are broke, so they can't afford his wages. Barca don't have 500 grand a week to be splashing on people right now. And if they get Lewandowski, Salah has no place in that side, especially when they want to develop talents like Torres.
I think the only
Real does make a lot of sense.
They need a right winger.
But there is history there.
They've got the money.
Salah not exactly liking Real.
Oh, yeah, this isn't like Ramos, is he?
Well, yeah, and then this year he's like, we're going to get revenge, and then he didn't, and then he got marked.
That might be a reason to join him. Can't beat him.
Yeah, but I don't think Real are in the business of signing 30-year-olds. Real are building a team for the future. They're spending 80 mil on Tchouaméni. They spent 40, 60, something like that on Camavinga last season. They were going for Mbappe. They've got Ferland Mendy recently. Eder Militao, Vinicius Junior. Their transfer recruitment to me screams future, future, future. So Mo Salah on a 500 grand a week contract makes zero sense to me.
Yeah, right.
So I don't see Salah to Real happening. So then that does make that he's not going to end up in Portugal, in the Portuguese league or the Eredivisie. So the Premier League is the only league left.
Doing like what usually old players do and go back to their home country. I don't
think he's there yet. He's still he's still 29. That is mental.
Still scoring 20 odd goals in the Premier League.
Well, Golden Boot winner this year. But with a year left on this deal, I think a move to Chelsea does make a lot of sense. I don't think it'll happen this summer. I think it will be a pre-contract.
Yeah.
Well, expiration of contract, not a pre, but yeah. It's mental. I was really not expecting it. Kind of came out of nowhere, this Mo Salah news. I would love to see him at Chelsea. As a Chelsea fan, I would absolutely adore to have him back. As much as I can sit here and go, oh, he plays for Liverpool, he's shite. He's not. He is absolutely quality.
Well, the best player in the world right now.
Yeah, and if he joined Chelsea, he'd be the best player in the world immediately.
Yeah.
Hand him the Ballon d'Or, he's quality. But yeah, I would absolutely adore
him and
him
our
Chelsea.
generation of talents would rip it up.
Exactly. And I think Chelsea, as much as they often don't sign 30-year-olds, I think they can make an exception, especially when we spent 100 mil on Lukaku a season ago. And we've seen how it worked with Thiago Silva.
Yeah. If we went and got Lewandowski and Salah and just won the Champions League and Premier League, I wouldn't be complaining.
Exactly. I think Salah on the right, Breuer down the middle, then either Ousmane Dembele or
even put Mount.
Even Timo. I'd play Mount middle midfield with Gallagher and then a DM. Maybe Declan Rice. I don't know. It would be a team that needs working. But maybe Havertz would be that false 9 until Breuer is older. But yeah, interesting to see. Very interesting to see. Ousmane Dembele could be joining on a free as well for Chelsea. Another big move, Pulisic to Liverpool. There's a potential that this does happen this summer, and it is a swap deal. Pulisic for Salah, which is intriguing.
It's a robbery from Chelsea.
No, because Salah's got a year left on his deal. At least Liverpool will be getting... It'll be money plus Pulisic, I imagine. Around 20 more plus Pulisic.
Would Todd Bowley really let Pulisic go, though, his little American friend?
Probably not. That'll be the problem. No, we're not getting Salah. We're going to keep Pulisic.
We don't need Mo Salah.
That'd be so nice. But it's a perfect Mane replacement, I think, Pulisic. Yeah. He would suit a Liverpool system.
I think he's a good Pulisic. He's a very good player when he's on form.
But he's just never on form.
Or when he's playing Crystal Palace.
I think if you put him in the Liverpool side, a team that creates so many chances, it's impossible not to do well.
And Liverpool always beat Palace 5-0.
He'd love it, yeah. He'd be buzzing. And Burnley.
Yeah.
In the FA Cup.
Oh my God, he'd fit in so well.
Yeah, they would. I think he'd do well there.
Very much take that.
Yeah, only losing 20 mil plus Pulisic and then getting Salah in return. It seems metal to say, but when you break it down and look at the contracts and the reasoning behind players wanting to leave, it makes a lot of sense. Because I know Pulisic is probably going to go, well, I'll happily take a wage cut to go and play for the runners-up in the Premier League and Champions League last season, rather than stay here where I'm getting inconsistent game time and probably about to get replaced by Ousmane Dembele anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if we could possibly get a Salah deal over the line this summer, you've got to. Because an extra year with Salah could make a huge difference. We could then push for the Champions League this year. I firmly believe that. And I think Salah at Chelsea makes a lot of sense for everyone involved, even Liverpool, who I think want to maintain their very strict and tight wage bill. So that makes a lot of sense for them. But make sure to get involved in the comments. Tell us what you think. How mental is this rumour?
Very.
Do you think it's going to happen?
It would
all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And also, if Liverpool were to lose Salah and Mane in the same window and bring in Pulisic and Fabio Carvalho, questions would be asked by their fan base. It'd be interesting. I think they'd have to go for another year of rebuilding, and I think Chelsea would then be instant favourites for the Premier League.
As you said, I don't think Salah will leave this year. I think it'll be next year if he does leave.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. I'll be checking out developments as it goes. It could even be this could even be outdated by the time we post it, but you never know. Salah might have already signed for Chelsea.
Who knows?
Or Liverpool might go, look, we will give you 500 grand.
Turns out as soon as we post it, they give you a 5-year contract.
Probably. But as soon as they do that, they've then got to deal with Van Dijk, Alisson.
That is the problem. That's the thing with Chelsea.
Even players like Trent.
If you bring up one player's wage, everyone else is then going to want their wages pushed up. Because Lukaku came in on a 525 grand a week contract, Rudiger was there I'm only on 200k, so I want 385 at least. Yeah. So, that is the problem with hiking up wages. It shows what happens when you could create a civil war. You lose them. So Liverpool got to be careful.
Yeah. And I think Chelsea will be more than willing to pay Salah 500 grand a week because they'll be taking Lukaku's 500 grand a week and giving it to Salah.
I don't think there'll be many more players in that Chelsea squad that would want their wages pushed up.
No, because they're all if you're a Chelsea through and through, you're Reece James, you're Mason Mount. You're not going to be there if you don't give me all this money, I'm going to be
Chelsea through and through, or players like Kante or Thiago Silva, which are just happy to play football.
And also, Thiago Silva's just kind of
playing.
Yeah, adding a year on at a time. And then, interesting to see. Right, we're going to round up there. Make sure to get involved in the comments. Give us your thoughts on the Salah rumour. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new, going for that 1k goal, currently on 483, so make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all very much for watching. See you next time.
See ya.